EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and then Power Field at Mile High. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Chicago Bears and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen, it is for real. Season begins here. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And that play gets nothing. So, no gain on the game's first snap.
1 yard gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Nick. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Straight ahead goes Harvey. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3.
At the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 6. They'll run with the rookie, drafted in the 3rd round. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Denver 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
7th play of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush. And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
26-yard line.
off play action. Here's Williams. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll bring up second down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Trying to hook up with Tyjae Spears coming out of the backfield that time. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet. Whoa. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Start on the ground. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
On the coverage.
This brought in out past the 20. He's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. It'll be swung out wide to Spears. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
3 yards. That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To throw is Williams. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
4-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and long. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Throwing. Nix. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 7-3 is our score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. That is fielded at the 20. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. Now the former Tulane star. Here's Tyjae Spears. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chicago.
To throw, it's Williams. Down the field, it's DJ Moore. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
A carry here for Spears.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Throwing on second down, Williams. To the pylon, he's in. Tyjae Spears. Touchdown, Chicago. On is Santos for the PAT.
Santos lining up for the extra point.
The kick is good. And the Bears extend their advantage to 14-3. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 35 yards. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. First down, Broncos.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll throw. It's Nix. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 4.
37, hold on a second.
Back to throw is Nix. Open is Knox over the middle. And the Broncos going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
Another Broncos 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Hold on a second. Ready?
They'll go with the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Josh Oliver. Touchdown, Broncos.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Broncos are back within 4. It is 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll go play action here with Williams. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
They'll run with Spears. Yeah. A gain there of 11. First down, Chicago.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
10 yards on the pickup.
They'll send Worthy in motion. On the bootleg, it's Williams. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And third down coming up. They'll try and run here with Spears. And he'll get to the 48. That's going to be good enough. He'll pick up a first down.
What a luxury, Mike. Grant, I mean, to have a guy like this that you know when you need these tough yards, you can just turn around, hand them the ball, and let him go get it. He's had some success already here in the first half, and that's a nice run to keep this drive going.
Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. It's second down. Williams. He'll look underneath, and here's Spears. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. Third and short yardage, and here's Williams. Forced out wide. He'll try to run for it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
A gain of 14. And the Bears.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he's in! Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Bears. Santos for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bears are out to a 21-10 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
A first down throw for Nix. He connects with Mims. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. It is 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Moving to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Nix to throw. Going to send it downfield toward Knox. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive on the ground with Spears. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. They'll run the toss to Spears. And a much more positive run here. That one good for 10, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd down coming up.
So you find yourself in 2nd and long. What you're thinking here as the play caller is just get this into a manageable 3rd down situation. But after that rush attempt and that big gain, they now find themselves in 3rd and short, which makes it nice. They can run or pass.
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Dre Greenlaw taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign. On 4th down, here's Torrey Taylor to punt for Chicago. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Broncos.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a handoff, Etienne, and he'll find some way to turn this into positive yards, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And the Broncos first down.
It's first down, and they'll run. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He's got room at the 30. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch. Nice job there on 3rd and inches, and you know what, that defense, they are packing it in. They're trying to get as many bodies up at the line of scrimmage, so you get past that first wave, look out. They did a nice job bringing him down, or else that looked like he was going to take it all the way.
That one caught Devon Vele. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Here comes 2nd and 4.
At the 15-yard line.
Oh, my son! Away! Ready! Bombers! Chill.
To throw is Nix. Short pass taken in by Knox. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's a run to the 5-yard line. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign.
Oh, my son!
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. And he'll take it on in. Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Denver. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
A play fake. Now Williams to the outside. Catch made by Moore. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. Here comes the screen to Spears. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. He'll try to pick it up himself, and Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the first down.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. So now a big play here for the Broncos. They're going to line up and go for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing. Nix. Flush to his right.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. The return starts from the 5, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga.
Really nice play here by the strong safety, and what's unique about this player is the position that he's playing makes him have to play deep coverage like we saw here, but also at times be able to get down in the box and be an extra linebacker. That versatility is something we're seeing a lot out of safeties in today's NFL, and you can see a big reason why.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Nix. Flush to his right. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jalen Johnson had the good coverage and is able to knock that one away. Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll throw. It's Nix. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. Look at the 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. and all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks. Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
2nd and 10. Back to throw is Nix. Moving left, taking off, and he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
Inside the 10, it is caught, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Denver. Extra point by Patterson is good. Broncos will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This fielded at about the 9. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And that is incomplete.
Everybody in that defensive huddle just continues to remind themselves, you know they're going to take shots. They're going to try to throw the ball over your head and see if they can generate a big play. So continue to defend it just like they did there, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan McMillan.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Denver first down. This runs straight ahead for Etienne. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
They'll drop to throw. That's swung out to Etienne. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. They'll try and run for the first with Etienne. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
Hicks gonna keep it on the zone read. And he is gonna have a Broncos first down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They pick it up on 4th and 2.
First down.
Oh, set.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's just pushing guys out of the way. Powering forward for a gain of 8.
That's a gain of 8.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Turner on the tackle. A 4-yard loss.
So Mile High salute.